Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Friday evening and it's Friday the 13th. So I wore my black cat t-shirt. Not superstitious, I just think it's a cute shirt to wear on a Friday the 13th. It is Friday evening. It is getting dark and I think this weekend would just be the perfect weekend for a cozy autumnal reading vlog. Just something super simple. I have one book on my TBR this weekend, and that is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. It is the sequel to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I acquired it shortly after I finished the first one, and it starts on September 14th, which I think is funny because tomorrow is September 14th. So I thought it was the perfect time to pick up the sequel considering I enjoyed the first one. This one is basically a continuation. Emily Wilde has finished her encyclopedia and now she's making a map of the Otherlands. And I'm excited to get a little bit more of Wendell and Emily. I just think their dynamic is cute and I can't wait to see what kind of antics they get into in the sequel. I think the third one is supposed to come out next January, I want to say. I think it's January. So if I like this one, I will most definitely also get the third. Why isn't Hidden Pictures on the TBR? Funny story. So usually what I'll do with these vlogs is I will have them filmed and edited by the Sunday night and have them scheduled too, which is why this is a cozy vlog. And so I ended the vlog there and I was like, I'll just start editing. I'll schedule it. I'll take one more watch through, schedule it, and be done with it. Well, it turns out by the time I had my final watch through done, I apparently wanted to read some more of Hidden Pictures. I finished it Sunday night. So I have finished Hidden Pictures, so we actually start this vlog with an update. And I remember finishing this book saying, what did I just read? To me, it's actually not bad. I really did like the concept a lot. There were a couple things I was maybe a little nitpicky about, like some stuff that was like, okay, that doesn't seem realistic, and it kind of pulled me out of the story. But I'm scared if I say what those things are, it's too much of a spoiler for people who want to read this book. I really think to get the full effect, you probably should read this yourself. Whoops. I thought it was good. For me, it's a 4-star, mostly because of like the nitpicky things that I had with it. But just the way like the big reveal happens and then you go backward and it starts to make sense like in the story. I thought it was clever. I thought it was very clever. It's a weird twist though, so I don't know how everyone's gonna feel about the twist. I thought it was an interesting twist. That's my update on that. I have finished Hidden Pictures. I just finished it the Sunday before my last vlog went up. So that's why it's not on this TBR. I finished it. So I think we're just gonna have a nice cozy vlog this time. It's like 35% chance of rain tomorrow. Zach has to work in the morning, so I'll have a quiet morning. I think tonight though, Zach and I still have to do a couple things like conversations married couples have, and I've still been mentally weird recently, which is another reason that we're doing a cozy vlog instead of a spooky vlog, just to give my brain a little bit of a reset and something not scary, just something nice and cozy just to relax this weekend. And I think tonight I'm going to try and get into the first couple of chapters of this. I really need to charge my battery though. And then just this Friends girly wants to watch Friends. So I'm probably going to end up watching a few episodes of that before bed, but I will get into this tonight and will be reading probably most of tomorrow. If you want to join me, just grab some tea, get cozy in a blanket, and enjoy this vlog. And I will see you guys later. Okay, so I have been horrible about reading today. I tried to read a little bit outside this morning, but I got attacked by a wasp. I've sucked at reading today, though. I haven't even made it into the first chapter of what is this? Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. So I'm probably going to film a different video tomorrow to post Monday and continue this vlog through the week. Just to get my steam back on reading. I did do something a little weirdly autumnal or Halloweeny, but Fanta has a partnership with the new Beetlejuice movie, and they released this spiced apple soda. And my husband and I both tried it. I don't hate it. Let me try it again. I don't hate it. It's hard to explain. Like, it tastes like Iron Brew, which, if you don't know what that is, it's an orange soda that they sell in the UK. It's the only way I can explain it. I love this stuff. But it tastes like Iron Brew with a hint of that apple taste. It tastes like Halloween. If that makes any sense, it kind of tastes like Halloween. So that was a fun experiment today. I think with this week too, I'll read some more of Lord of the Rings, which could also help with my reading, with my little slump, because I'm still working on Return of the King. I don't even know where I'm at anymore because I'm mostly listening to the audiobook. So I think this one's going to span a little bit longer, and I think I'm going to do a different video for this week's video release. Like, hopefully I'll give you guys a better update tomorrow. Hope that I'll just be in a better mood tomorrow and be more in a reading mood, which is weird because I feel like today was actually a really good reading day because it was cloudy, but I didn't read, so I will see you guys later. Bye. guys, so it has actually been several days since I have updated or vlogged. And we're back in the bedroom because I just have better lighting in here. I'm updating not because I finished Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I am a good chunk of the way through. I'm a little bit halfway through. I'm worried about Wendell. I am enjoying this, but I think Emily has finally figured out, like, just how, like, especially after the events of the first one, I don't know how she's just not figuring this out, but how dangerous the Fae really can be. Like, fairies really can be in a situation, especially when they're out for blood. So I'm enjoying this. I'm still enjoying the Wendell Emily banter. I don't know how I feel about the new characters yet, but I'm still a little under halfway through maybe. I'm still working on it, and I will hopefully finish it by the end of this vlog, which probably won't even end until next week now. And I'll post something else for Monday. My update actually has more to do with the Return of the King. I finished it last night. I did this mostly through audiobook because my husband and I went to see his dad, and he's about an hour and a half away from us. So I listened to it on the way there and on the way back. I haven't finished the appendices yet, but the story itself I've finished. And I couldn't listen to the appendices because I started absolutely bawling. Sorry, I'm looking at my cat. She's being cute. I started crying. I texted my brother and was like, is this normal? And he's like, oh yeah, this is normal. I think out of the three, this one is my favorite. I don't know why, but I think out of the three, this one is my favorite. I don't know if it's just the big climax. I don't know if it's because I just love Sam being the hero. Luna. She's scratching at my friend's Blu-ray set. Luna. She's being very disruptive. Give me a second. Ma'am. You're being very disruptive. Ma'am. You can't have that. Are you done? You're being very disruptive. She says hello. You're being a brat. Alright. Anyway. After reading the books, Sam is definitely my favorite character of The Lord of the Rings. It used to be Pippin, but I'd only seen the movies, and I could just kind of listen to Billy Boyd talk all day long. But Sam is my favorite after reading the books. Like, seriously, I love Sam. It's definitely different from the movies, obviously because it's a book, but the movies left out the Scouring of the Shire completely, which is like the second to last chapter. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Merry and Pippin, like, just being in charge and basically leading the charge to free the Shire. That's a spoiler, I'm sorry. If you haven't read these books, I highly recommend. If you're a fantasy reader, I highly recommend these books. Like, it's just, they're classics for a reason. I feel like this is like a fantasy classic. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason these are still at Barnes & Nobles everywhere, and they keep coming out with new editions. I love these books. I had some trouble getting through them, to be fair. It took me about a year to finally finish all of them, because I was reading stuff in between, or I just wasn't in the mood for something this is very dense. But I was like, I'm gonna work my way through it because I really want to finish these, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I can say I finally read The Lord of the Rings, and I highly, highly, highly recommend these books. I want to subject my husband to another extended edition movie marathon. So that was actually my update. I finished The Return of the King. I loved it. Sam is my favorite. It's just, Tolkien has a way with words. I love his prose. And plus, the audiobook I was using was read by Andy Serkis, who is the voice of Gollum in the movies. Not even just the voice, like he's the they did motion capture with him too, but he played Gollum in the movies, and so you get Gollum's authentic voice. Plus, Andy Serkis has like amazing range when it comes to voices. So every character has their own voice, and you can so tell that he had some inspiration from the actors of the original movie. Well, the actors of the movies, because Pippin sounds like he's got like a thick accent, and it's like, oh, you took that from Billy Boyd. It's good. These are so good. At some point, I do want to get the full volume of just all 3 books in one volume, which is how J.R.R. Tolkien originally wanted these. They have a leather-bound one, but I would love the leather-bound just to match the rest of my little pocket size. I hope to read these again, not too terribly soon, but also soon. It's just, there's so much to them, and I love these books. I mean, obviously, because I was just completely messed up by the end of it, because it's just so bittersweet. I'm just like, I'm just gonna like, I fell apart all over the bed. I fell apart emotionally. It was so good. I will get to the appendices, because I want to know more, but there is so much in the appendix. Like, I asked Matthew, my brother, I was like, so do I need to read the appendices? And he's like, they just have a lot of extra information of like what happened after, what Gandalf was doing during The Hobbit, things like that. That's what the appendices does. And I'll get to it eventually, but appendices A is like 3 hours. So if I'm bored at work, and if I can't find a podcast, I still have that as an option. So for today, which is the first day of fall, technically, it is the fall equinox. I'm going to continue this vlog into the next week because I really, really want to finish Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I have an idea for my next vlog, which should be a little bit easier, but I really want to get through this first because I just need the cozy fall read right now. I want to see how this goes into a 3rd book, honestly. I want to see that. But they're in a lot of danger right now. So, like, they were kind of in the 1st book, but the 2nd book, it's like, it's worse. And it's like, uh-oh. So, it's a lot worse. So, I will continue to read this week as fall officially starts. But I thought I would update that I did in fact finish The Lord of the Rings, which I started reading this one specifically in like July. I finally finished it. So that's my update for now. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of vlogging today, maybe later in the evening, because the company my husband works for is going to be in a parade later today. I can put this down. We are going to be part of that. I will probably switch into a t-shirt with his company name on it. And that's going to be most of our day today. It is Sunday. So I will see how much reading and vlogging I can get done tonight and throughout the week. I will see how much vlogging I can get done throughout this week. Hopefully I can finish this book this week. Still working on Emily Wilde, but I thought I'd update on finally finishing The Lord of the Rings, mostly through audiobook. I'm rambling now. I'll let you go, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Hello. It has been a few days since I have updated. Luna, stop playing with the tripod. She's playing with the tripod. Anyway, it's been a few days since I've updated. And I am a little less than 100 pages. I have a little less than 100 pages left of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I need to finish this vlog today because I'm starting another one tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to book it through this one. I really want to know how this ends. They have found something, but not the something they're kind of looking for. Like, they're related, but they're not very cooperative. So it's pretty much the third act climax, and I really Luna, that's my shoelace. She's in a mood. I'm really trying to get this done and finished. I know it's taken me like 2 weeks to read this, which is insane because it's not a hard read. It's just trying to get the time. We're gonna try and finish it tonight, even though it's 7:30 and I plan to be in bed before 10. This could be interesting. So we're gonna get into this. Luna says hi. She's playing with a tripod earlier, weren't you? Were you playing with a tripod? Come on. To Emily Wilde. I'll update you guys hopefully tonight when I finish. Wilde's map of the Otherlands last night around 11 o'clock, which was a little unfortunate. I got up at 5:45 this morning, so I didn't got a lot of sleep. But so to go over this, because I finished this last night. I like it. I think it's still a 4. I think like the first one, it is a 4 for me. I am enjoying them. Don't get me wrong. But I think, I'm not quite sure why it's not like a 5 for me, but I guess because it just took me so long to finish it. But it's still so good. I don't know. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Wendell and Emily, I cannot wait to see more of them in the third one, which doesn't come out until February of next year. That was aggressive, but it doesn't come out until February. And it's September. The end of September, but it's September. So I can't wait to see more of them, and I really can't wait to see the shenanigans they get into. I'm excited for this one. 4 stars. I do like Heather Fawcett's prose. I like how the footnotes are written, just to give a little bit extra to the lore to make it feel like almost real. But it's about fairies. I do appreciate that about these books. I like the stories. I like that some of the characters came back from the first book. Poe's adorable. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but Poe is adorable. Like, I know he's like a brownie fairy, but he's cute. I don't think he's supposed to be cute, but he's cute. I was not expecting something to happen that did, but again, it's a spoiler. It's like, dang, Emily, you just went for it, didn't you? So, 4-star, really good book. And to wrap up, I have to talk about the second book I finished the past couple of weeks in this vlog, and that's Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. I can officially say I have read The Lord of the Rings, which to me is crazy. I started reading these last year. I took it super slow. I think I started reading this in July. I know I wasn't married yet when I started. And I picked it up one day while I was at work and finished the audiobook. So my physical copy is not as well loved as it probably should be. But I did finish it. Samwise is my bona fide favorite character in the series. I think this is my favorite book of all 3 of them. I don't even know why. Like, I guess it's just, ugh, Sam. Ugh. No one told me that the line, "I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you," was ripped from the book. Like, it came straight from the book, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I was a mess. I was absolutely messed up after finishing this book. So that is going to be it for this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it. In my next video, you'll probably see me in the exact same outfit because I had to finish that book last night so I could start my next vlog tonight. My husband is working late and will be working a lot tomorrow because of his job. It's in the time of year he's going to be working a lot this weekend. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you thought of, please tell me what you thought in the comments. What did you think of Emily Wilde? What do you just think of this series as a whole? What are you guys reading for an autumnal vibe? This year? I would love to hear about it in the comments. I'd also love to hear y'all's opinion on The Lord of the Rings. I love these pros. These are so good. Anyway, that'll be it for me today, guys. I hope you are having a fantastic day whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. That is Emily Wilde's encyclopedia. Nope.